Hi, Mr. Singh. It's an honor to interview you today and capture the incredible work that National Skill Development Corporation has been doing in the skilling ecosystem over the years. For our audience, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Sanjeev Kumar Singh. I'm working in NSTC as Executive Vice President and I'm taking care of Impact Financing and Partnership Division at NSTC.
Great. Thank you so much for the interview once again. We know that NSDC has played a critical leadership role in public private partnership, especially by providing low cost wholesale capital to the financial institutions who agreed to lend to the students in skilling sector. We think that NSDC has unlocked a significant opportunity in the skilling ecosystem. My very first question to you is that what motivated NSDC to play a lead role in the public private partnership and also work along with Opportunity Edu Finance and financial institution to create an impact in this space?
Yeah, NSTC was constituted in 2009 as a public private partnership, and intent at that time was that skillings would be done as per the demand of industry. And in India, industry is mostly with the private players. Just to get skilling as per the demand of industry, NSTC was formulated in public-private partnership so that private partner they can put their demand effectively. Last 10 years after its constitution, NSTC was trying to create infrastructure for skilling like pedagogy for that, content for skilling, trainers quality, assessment quality. Now we feel that there is a reasonable amount of infrastructure, trainers, pedagogy, content in the market. Now we realize there is a demand for financing to candidates, those who are trying for skill development, for getting good job. And when we search for this kind of support, we realize that NSTC is having its way of working. However, those who are specialized in funding to skill ecosystem or NBFC, they are having their own problem. Thanks to Opportunity Edu Finance, they came forward. They are having rich experience while working with NBFCs, and they give us some kind of support wherein we bridged the problem with NBFC and we created solution. By virtue of that, we have got a very good portfolio in skill ecosystem.
Great, thank you so much. Through this pilot, we know that NSGC has provided wholesale capital to the financial institutions, and Opportunity Edu Finance provided the technical assistance and technical know-how to these partners so that they can target and develop loan products specifically for the student and who are enrolling for the skilling courses. How satisfied are you with the results so far? Do you think that the pilot that we conducted together created the kind of impact and the results that you wanted to see? What worked and what did not work in the market, or you think that the outcomes are still not yet uh,
Good, it's a
satisfactory?
fantastic question. See, whenever we work in a financial market, we have to create the first step, and then other NBFCs and financial institutions they are following you. When we just have a collaboration with Opportunity Edu Finance, we created few products with few NBFCs, and that becomes the norms. Now, what we have done that we got support from Government of India, and they were already having certain guarantee product, and we have got modified in such a way that NBFCs and other financial institutions, those who are specialized in skill loan, they are just getting those cover and they are able to mitigate their risk in skill ecosystem while providing loan to candidates. At the same time, Central Bank of India, that is Reserve Bank of India, they have also permitted co-lending facilities with NBFCs and banks. So whatever problem initially we were facing for a low cost capital, now banks will be in position to provide them. So thanks to Opportunity Edu Finance, that they created the way. Now NBFC are already having this kind of product, and they can have a collaboration with banks also, so that they can cater the entire Indian market.
That's amazing. And following to that, we also conducted a midline assessment study to capture the kind of impact we've been able to reach so far. there are several cross-cutting opportunities that are existing in the market and the demand that we see coming in from financial institution. The first and foremost being access to low cost capital so that they can increase their exposure in student skilling lending portfolio. Where do you think this capital can come from, through NSDC or through government initiatives or social impact funds or private philanthropy? What are your thoughts on this?
See, NSTC is a PPP format wherein it's neither got a registration under NBFC Act. It was given a certain seed capital by Government of India for creation of a skill ecosystem, and NSTC has a limited capital. So only NSTC can't provide capital to entire Indian demand, and it's an area of financial market wherein banks will have to come across. So, as a first instance, banks will have to come as a partnership with NBFCs, and they will be able to provide them low cost capital. Apart from that, wherever banks may not be in position to provide that low cost capital to the extent it is required, philanthropic foundations and CSR money can be used for cross subsidization by putting some kind of interest dimension to needy people. And once there will be a good number of candidate loan availed from this scheme, there will be a good data. And once data will be available, then risk premium can be calculated very easily. And once risk premium defined, then automatically even lender, those who are providing capital to NBFC, they will be in comfortable position in providing either loan or even investor. Very easily they can provide equity to these NBFCs. So it's a long process, but yes, we have started. We have created, you can say, first stone, and continuously someone else will come, and this journey will go on.
Excellent. And I echo with your idea because what we've also seen is that through these different interventions from other stakeholders,
Mhm.
the risk appetite of the financial institution also increases when they're getting some sort of credit support from the other entities and stakeholders. But for now, when the study was conducted, back to the midline assessment study,
Mhm.
we have seen that the rejection rate, the loan rejection rate of these students who apply for the skilling courses and then for the loan, the rejection rate is very very high. What do you think should the financial institutions do in order to bring down the loan rejection rate? Any suggestions that you would like to give?
See, NBFC, they are also having pressure from their investor as well as the central banks like Reserve Bank of India for having non-performing asset within certain limits. And performance of those underwriters, it's completely measured based on that how much percentage of their underwriting has gone to NPA. So they are having some level of fear factor in their mind. There there will be two pronged approach. One, that once they will continue lending in this area, they will have more and more data, and as they will get the more number of data, they will have the more accurate uh, calculation of risk premium that will help. At the same time, NSTC is also creating some other system or some framework that will provide NBFCs to measure risk involved with any training partners or any sector. So NSTC is working on that. NSTC has a very good monitoring system wherein we are getting all data from all training partner. Based on those data and by using advanced level of AIs, we are just trying to provide data to all NBFCs that if you give loan to certain candidate of certain training partners in a certain sector, that will give you lesser risk. And once we will have these kind of concept put in the mind of underwriters, they will be able to give loan to even those candidates are not getting loan as on date.
Excellent. I think that will definitely help financial institution to do a better underwriting,
Mhm.
not only of the student but also of the institutes they're going to tie
Correct.
up with, and also identify the right kind of courses they should be financing. Mr. Singh, my final question: in continuation to the support that NSGC has been providing to the financial institution, What role, Mr. Singh, do you think can NSDC play in future to support the financial institutions and the training institutes that work in the skilling space?
It's a fantastic question. See, NSTC is working as a ecosystem creator. So we are not working on one problem, but we are agile. And where we feel that there is support required, NSTC is working. Initially, we provided capital. Now we think that other players like investor, philanthropy, CSR, banking institutes, they will come forward and provide capital. Now, what we feel that just they would like to create a comfortable environment for lending institutes. For that, they need on-time data regarding training partner, industries, and candidates. NSTC is already having one digital portal in name of SID, Skill India Digital Hub, owned by Ministry of Skill Development. So we are having data of all candidates, those who are coming forward for skilling, and with the support of AI, we would like to create data, and that will be provided to all NBFCs with the quality of training partner, their probability of getting job if any candidate is getting trained from any training partner, idea about sector, geography, and that will support all NBFCs while lending and underwriting to skill ecosystem. That will be a great support to NBFC.
Absolutely. I echo with you, and I can't agree more that the efforts of NSDC have not only supported the training institutes that provide courses to the students in skilling space, but also support the financial institutions in helping them underwrite these loans better. The support that NSDC and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship plans to extend to the financial institutions for better underwriting in India to support the entire skilling ecosystem. This wouldn't have been possible in India without the support from the government and the private companies in lending business to create this impact. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Singh, for the support that you have provided.
Thank you. Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you.